Alright, afternoon everyone. I hope you're all well. Thanks for tuning into last week's video. And as I said, I'm going to be uploading again today. We're keeping this consistent. Last week I felt like I was chatting too much. Chatting bare, right? So I'm going to keep it nice and brief in this video, not chat too much. You guys already know my Sunday routine. I don't need to go through it again, but I will show you a few exercises I'm going to do and perform. But specifically in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I eat throughout the week. I'm going to be meal prepping my lunches as well as my dinners from Monday to Thursday, because Fridays are my cheat day. I like to go a bit crazy on Fridays, you get me? So that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys through today. Feel free to follow along, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment below on what you want to see next, and be sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, let's get into this. Alright, so just like last week, doing the skipping as a warm-up, and I changed the angles a good few times because I wanted to show off my outfit a bit. So here you can see I'm wearing the Nike Pegasus Zooms, which are my running trainers. They're super comfortable, nice and bouncy. It's like I'm bouncing on a trampoline every time I run, and it's helped me with my form. I feel it has. And it's comfortable when I'm jumping on the skipping rope. I'm wearing a nice cardio jacket that I bought from Decathlon. The leggings are from Primark, the socks are from Primark, and of course the trainers I got from Nike. So here I'm doing diamond push-ups. My boyfriend corrected my form on my push-ups because my index fingers and my thumb weren't meeting to form a diamond last week, so I fixed that. Now I'm moving on to the normal push-ups. So yeah, again, change the angle. And yeah. Hey guys, I got a bit sidetracked because obviously, as you can see, I'm outside in my garden, and I've noticed these flowers that have just bloomed and blossomed, and we're approaching winter and it's currently autumn. If you just have a look at that, tell me what's go on with this, please. Alright, hey guys, I've just come back from Lidl, and I did a pretty big shop. It is cold outside. When I tell you, it's freezing. So let me show you what I got and then we can get cooking. You guys don't know what I went through to get this. It was freezing. I went out. Listen guys, I went out wearing just this, and this is very thin, and I'm wearing a t-shirt and like a sports shirt under this, and I'm cold. So got some almond milk because I prefer almond milk, it tastes nice. Large oranges. I got some potatoes. This is going to be the thumbnail now, so I'll be cooking, I'll be putting this all together in the meal prep that I'm going to be cooking today. I'm going to get something real quick to eat. I'm just going to have like a bowl of Weetabix or something. I know it's gone 3:30, but your girl's got to eat. Like, me belly hungry, you see, and it's singing. So I'm going to grab something to eat real quick, and then we can get to the meal prep. Alright, so the first meal that I'm going to be making is dinner. So this recipe was inspired, well, I got this recipe from Olivia Jarvis, so I have to, big her up for this recipe because I absolutely loved it. It's a chicken Mexican fajita type of meal. Now, I'm not a fan of fajitas because of the wraps. I don't like wraps, but because this recipe had potatoes in them, I wanted to give it a try. So here I'm just chopping up about 600 grams of potatoes, following the recipe that Olivia gave out.
Right, so whilst the potatoes are on the boil, I got on with chopping up the garlic and the ginger. Now the potatoes are done. Now this is where I messed up because the potatoes were actually cooked. So I'm preparing to put the potatoes in the oven to roast. And then this is when I realized I done messed up because potatoes are fully cooked. But I still went ahead and put them in the oven and seasoned them with all the spices and everything. And then pretty much I just got on with chopping the onion and, well, slicing the onion, slicing the chicken breast into strips, just following along with Olivia's recipe, as you can see there. I got a bit cheeky and added some pesto, homemade.
Alright, guys, if you knew the hard work that goes into filming with this rascal camera is ridiculous. So, to skip through a bit of time now, my memory card is full up to the brim. So I've continuously had to run upstairs, import all the video from this camera onto my computer so I can free up some space on here. But nonetheless, you guys don't want to hear that shit. So whilst that was all importing onto my computer, I went and got on with the chicken. So I seasoned it up with some cayenne pepper, the same seasoning I used to season the potatoes, some paprika, and a little bit of chili powder because, you know, we're going good spice on this, full spice, you know. So we're going ahead and cooking up the chicken. I've started to cut up the bell peppers. We're going to cut up the remaining two. This we're going to save to last. Cut up some onions, ginger and garlic. These are the boxes that I'm going to use. Like, yes, I will buy some proper meal prep boxes, but yeah, this is what we're working with. Okay, so deal with it. Right, so now that we're done chopping up slicing the peppers, onions, the garlic and the ginger, we're now going to take this nicely cooked chicken and put it on in here.
All the ingredients.
Yeah, got everything.
So now I've just distributed the chicken into the bowl, now adding in the onions, the peppers, the garlic, the ginger, all in the pan and giving it all a good mix. And if you're wondering who that was my brother.
This is what my brother's been eating. Meat Feast pizza.
So now I'm just adding the cooked chicken into the cooked peppers, garlic and onions, and ginger, giving it all a good mix, leaving it to simmer. And by this time the potatoes were finished. So just distributing them into each box, 4 boxes, whilst the chicken in that is cooking and sizzling and doing its thing. Trust me, despite messing up on the potatoes, this was nice. And as you can see, I've got the chicken that's cooked, just distributing it in. And here's the finished product. The potatoes, again, I messed up on it, but this was still nice. The flavors, juices, everything nice. Right, so now I'm moving on to the second dish, which is a nice quinoa with courgette, bell peppers and some spiced chicken. Very nice and nice. So I started off by washing the quinoa thoroughly. You gotta wash it thoroughly. I think I made I cooked about 200 grams of quinoa. I cooked it in the Instant Pot, so it's just done quickly, out of sight, out of mind. I mixed a bunch of spices together: thyme, cayenne pepper, brown sugar, paprika, everything you can see I mixed. Chopped up half a lemon and greased up a baking pan and added some olive oil for flavour. So as you can see here, I'm adding all the spices and seasonings that I mixed together, adding it to the chicken and just rubbing it into the chicken, you know, making sure it's deeply and nicely coated in that seasoning, because you want it nice and see. You don't want to eat no bland chicken. Who wants to eat that? Ain't nobody want to eat that. So you want to rub it nice and good, nice and nice. By the way, guys, I'm not Jamaican. Just want to make that clear, just in case you start assuming things. I ain't no Jamaican. I ain't capping. So I then put this in the oven to bake for a bit, and I got on with the courgettes, chopping them into little pieces, as well as the bell pepper. I only used one. I could have used 3, but I didn't have enough because I only bought 3 in a pack and I used all 3. So this extra one is my mother's, so I used hers, and I put it in a bigger bowl because my, you know, I'm not very smart. Got a tiny bowl, and I used the rest of the seasoning to mix in with the courgettes and bell peppers, which gave it a really nice flavour. This was a really good idea. Monumental, guys, absolutely. So just greased up the pan a little bit with some oil, and I'm gonna put this into the oven to bake only for like 10 minutes. And now the chicken's done, I sliced the chicken into like strips, well, not so much strips, but little pieces, as you can see here. And by this time, all my cameras died. So by the time I finished this, everything was cooked. The quinoa, the courgettes, the bell peppers, everything was pretty much done. So here is the final product. Absolutely delicious, flavoursome, spicy, but not too spicy, you get me? Very nice, very flavoursome. I highly recommend it.
Just skipping through loads of time, guys. I do apologise for all the awkward jump throughs, but you need to understand my camera died and I'm currently filming on my phone, and even my phone's on the verge of dying because it's on 1%. I hope you got some entertainment out of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I finally finished all my meal preps for lunch and dinner throughout the week from Monday to Thursday. So I'm saving myself a hell of a lot of time, as well as a bit of money as well, because I won't have to spend money on lunch and that whilst I'm at work in the office. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got something out of it, at least something, even though all of the awkward jump throughs. But yeah, I'll see you next week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Bye, guys.